If there's one thing we love about the 1990s, it's convenience. That's where McCormick's Supermarket Oven Ready program comes in. With the Oven Ready program, you can make simple, delicious, ready-to-cook meals for your customers, fast and at a good profit. The Oven Ready program is a full line of seasonings, helpful menu ideas, container labels, and attractive packaging. You also get a complete instruction book with all the recipes. With the program, you prepare your own food and market it under your own name and at your own price. You start with everyday ingredients like chicken, beef, and seafood, and in about a minute, you can create meals like marinated steak. Your customers will love them. Of course, you can name these meals anything you like. Some people call them step savers, for instance, and others easy meal entrees. I don't care what you call them, this stuff is great.
I am crazy about oven-ready meals. I tell everyone, they saved my life.
Dinner in 15 minutes, I can't beat that.
Why do I buy this product? Well, because it's easy. I just throw it in the oven and it's done. But the best part is, there's no mess to clean up afterwards.
In short, the customer gets a good-looking, mouth-watering meal. Your prep time is really fast, and your store can sell the meals at an attractive price. Now let me show you how easy this is. First, you'll need to assemble your tools: dry and wet measuring cups, large mixing bowls, packaging containers, and hygienic gloves. Remember to sanitize your utensils, of course, and thoroughly wash your hands before putting on your hygienic gloves. Also, be sure to sanitize your utensils every time you switch from one meat like poultry to another like beef. We'll start with one of our simplest meals. Lemon and pepper chicken is one of our most popular selections and takes almost no time at all to prepare. The complete directions for making all our recipes, again, are right here in this manual. You'll need boneless chicken breasts, McCormick's lemon and pepper season, parsley, and lemon wedges. Now, trim any excess fat from the breasts. Remember that you don't need to be a journeyman meat cutter to prepare these meals. You can always give a list to your cutter to prepare for you ahead of time. Place the chicken breasts upside down on your cutting surface. Then spread about 1/4 teaspoon of lemon and pepper seasoning mix on each breast. And McCormick recommends you do use the teaspoon measurer for a week or two until you are used to the amount per side. After that, just line up your items and sprinkle on directly from the container. After you spice one side, place the chicken right side up. Season again, and place the breasts in the aluminum container. Garnish with a sprinkle of dry parsley, lemon, a sprig of fresh parsley, and you're done. You see, a ready-to-cook meal in under a minute. You can do the same thing with beef and seafood, by the way. I made up these containers just a few minutes ago. Here you can see a Montreal seasoned ribeye and a honey mustard salmon, for instance. And here's an example of the label you'll use. Remember to place your labels in the lower left corner to better show off the product and not interfere with your price label. McCormick's labels have both the ingredients and the complete cooking directions on them. Marinated meals are even simpler. For example, teriyaki beef. You'll need a half-gallon food service container of teriyaki marinade. Shake it well, making sure, of course, that the top's secure first. You'll also need 1 or 2 ribeye or New York strip steaks. Measure 3 ounces of marinade and pour it over the beef right in the container. Dress up the meal with a sprinkling of chopped scallions, and you're ready to cover it. Label it and place it on your shelf. All marinades are this easy to use. And with our containers from Tenneco, these meals will not leak. Customers also love Parmesan chicken, McCormick style. You'll start with some boneless chicken breast, trimming the excess fat as usual. You'll dredge each breast in the breading and place it right into the aluminum container. Remember to coat each side well. If the breasts are dry, you may have to moisten the chicken slightly to get it to hold the breading better. Garnish with a sprinkle of dry parsley, a lemon twist, and a sprig of fresh parsley. and you're ready to seal it up. And don't forget the garnish. People want to buy something that looks appetizing and inviting. You can also offer slightly more complex items, such as our popular stuffed pork chops. Now, this dish seems much fancier than it really is. First, you'll want to make the stuffing. Take the McCormick stuffing with apples and raisins and add 64 ounces of cold water. We recommend you use a 64-ounce plastic juice container to make measuring easy. Then you want to shake well and set aside for about 15 or 20 minutes. If it looks a little soupy at first, don't worry. The water rehydrates the stuffing very quickly and gives you a nice moist breading like this one. Now set aside just what stuffing you think you'll need. For this dish I use 1/4 cup per chop. Cover the rest for later. Using pork loin chops, cut a pocket in each pork chop and stuff it with your 1/4 cup of stuffing. Use a little more if you need to. People like stuffing, so don't skimp. Garnish with a sprinkle of parsley and a little more paprika for color. And voila, a fancy dish that's easy to make and is ready for your shelf in less than a minute. Last but not least, a good meatloaf is still one of the best meals in the world, and you can make one that your customers will love. You'll need lean ground beef, 4.5 pounds of it, 4 8-ounce cans of tomato sauce, and 2 scoops of pre-mixed meatloaf seasoning. You simply hand mix all of the ingredients together, except 1 can of tomato sauce. You then place the mixture in the medium-sized aluminum container. Then coat the top of the loaf with some of the remaining tomato sauce and sprinkle with a little parsley, as I've done here. Your customers will be able to take this meal and pop it right in the oven when they get home. Now let me tell you a little bit more about this packaging I've been using for a demonstration. These classic containers from Tenneco Packaging cost about the same as any dual oven packaging, but they're so much better. As you know, presentation is everything, and these are attractive. They're made out of heavy gauge aluminum with a distinctive black and gold finish. They've got good eye appeal and will draw customers to your case. You have the small single-serve size, the medium size for bigger and heavier dishes, and the large size for roasts. They each come with a dome and a flat lid, except for the large size, which comes only with the dome lid. Also, these containers don't fog up, so customers can see your product perfectly. And where foam containers may leak and suffer wear and tear, aluminum classic carryout containers offer an air of quality and distinction. You just snap them down on all 4 corners, and your meal is secure. Also, you probably won't have to do rewraps in these containers like you do the average foam container item. They hold the food securely, and you don't need pads in them. Your customers will want to cook their meals right in the container, and maybe even serve them right in the container. Here's what some meat cutters have to say about McCormick's Supermarket Oven Ready program.
Step Savers have been very successful for us. We never believed they'd do this well. We've been very pleased with the results.
Well, Step Savers are very fast to prepare. I was surprised. And that keeps people coming back to my meat department. You can't ask for anything more than that.
I love them. Since I've been preparing them at work, I cook them at home. They're great.
In short, we think you'll like McCormick's Supermarket Oven Ready program. Like you, McCormick has built its reputation on quality and service. We believe our Oven Ready program will help you give customers more than groceries, though. You'll be giving them excellent meals in an excellent package at an attractive price. So, good luck. Oh, and if you have any questions, call McCormick's Food Service Program coordinators. They'll be happy to answer any of your questions and provide training when you need it. Until the next time, I'm Tom Quinn. See ya.